Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
We are back to discuss the Celtics game from today. This first game against the Toronto Raptors. This is round two. We didn't get a chance to finish doing for the 76ers, but they did sweep the 76ers 4-0. So now they're on to the Raptors. And today's game was pretty easy to watch it. So it wasn't stressful because they jumped on top of the Raptors pretty quickly, and they just never really gave up the lead. And they stayed ahead, pretty much in double digits the entire game. I think at one point the Raptors came within, I think, 6 points or 8 points, but Celtics pulled away again and just never let up.
Yeah, it was definitely a stupid ads. It was definitely a good night again for a lot of players today. For Tice, a couple players off the bench. Williams had a very good game
Yeah, he
today.
had a good game today.
10 points today for him.
I think he was 5 for 5. Blocked a couple of shots.
5 rebounds, not too bad, and 2 assists. Tice also had another good game today. 13.
He had 15 rebounds today.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
That's pretty impressive. I don't think anybody's had that many rebounds in a playoff game for the Celtics in a while. But it's surprising that Tice has been decent for the most part. Sometimes he would disappear, but it's been okay in the playoffs so far. He's kind of surprised me a little bit. Like, I like Tice, but I don't think he's really spectacular. But he's just like a good role player for them. But I think he really turned it up today. Didn't have a ton of points. What do you have for points today?
He had 13 points today.
So 13 points, 15 rebounds. I think that's a pretty good game for him.
Yeah, and obviously, also Tatum and Smart and all of them. They all had good games today. But I think mainly Tice and Williams mainly did a good job as well. Because Tice and Williams are improving. During each game. It's like Tice will have one of those games where like he does phenomenal, and then like usually like 1-2 games like not so well, then he'll pick back up again. But they're definitely improving one another, and it's glad to see Williams getting some more play time out there.
It's good to see the bench contributing today. I think he led the bench with 10. I forget who did I can't see.
Ojale also had some games,
he had a 3-pointer. So I mean, it was good to see some of these guys stepping up.
Lanford, Wanamaker.
Yeah, Wanamaker was a decent game. He had 7 points today.
I know Williams played, but he didn't score.
Yeah, these starters all were in double digits. I mean, you had Tatum and what's his name?
Brown.
Smart. They both had over 20 points. The other guys all had over 10 points. I mean, they 18 points, 13
Yeah.
points. I mean, the overall good game from I think everybody contributed. I did notice there was a lot of turnovers, which is surprising.
Yeah.
That they won that easily with that many turnovers. I think they had 21 turnovers or 22 turnovers, which is a lot. But they somehow, you wouldn't know by the score. I think that was just goes to show me their efficiency with the 3-pointers scoring, getting that many points with that many turnovers.
Yeah.
It's surprising that the Raptors have had a tough time against the Celtics, in the bubble, as they say. I think they do both times they face them, they get, pretty much, got it handed to them pretty easily, which is surprising.
Especially that the Raptors are the defending champions from last year because they beat the Warriors. And I think it is a good matchup between the two. Because the Raptors are definitely a good team. The Celtics
they're a good team.
Also are a very good team. They both have the talent, to get to the playoffs very far. And it's certainly going to be a very interesting series. But I think the Celtics, they have the talent. They have the guys to beat this team. They do. If they can do it today, they can sweep them. But I mean, I think game 2, the Raptors are definitely going to try and come out and try and top the Celtics.
Yeah, I don't think the Celtics are going to sweep. I think I think the Celtics will win the series. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a long series. That's what I think. Because Toronto is a tough team, so I can't see them getting blown out in 4 straight games. I can see they can be very competitive. I think the next game they're going to be. They're going to really come at the Celtics, especially after losing by almost 20 points today. They get blown out last time they faced them. So I think they're going to really, try to bring it hard next game and make it a lot more competitive. I hope not for the Celtics. I mean, because I like these games where I don't have to stress out the whole game. So I like when they get up a big lead at first and they don't give it up. Sometimes the Celtics get by 15 points, 20 points, and then slowly the other team comes back and it ends up coming down to the wire. It's a 2-point or 4-point game.
I also think, besides these two teams are really good. I mean, there's a lot of interesting teams in the playoffs right now that the Celtics could face if they do advance to the next round or the championship series. I mean, you look at the Bucks, the Lakers.
But the Bucks are the one team that really scares me. The Lakers aren't as intimidating. I don't think it's the Bucks are the Bucks are definitely a really hard team for the Celtics to beat. I think they beat them once maybe in the season. I'm trying to remember what their record was against them. Once, maybe twice. They lose more than they win. That's for sure because they're a really good team. They've got a lot of good talented players on that team.
I also think that Toronto isn't really one of those threatening teams. They are good, but like you said, I think the Bucks are something more serious they should be worried about than this team because, and if they do go on and play the Bucks, I think that'll certainly be a very, very good series between the two. I would love to see a rematch between the two teams. But overall, I think today was a very good game. Hopefully they keep it the same way tomorrow. Hopefully some of the guys get some more points.
I wonder if Hayward's going to come back. I wonder if a lot of people think this. I seem to think that Hayward, they played better without Hayward. Maybe it's just me. But I think in the offseason they might think it should be of trading because he's hurt. He does a lot of ankle problems, a lot of knee problems, a lot of leg problems. But I just they seem to do better when he's not there. I mean, I like Hayward as a player when he plays. This is like his best season for the Celtics so far since they got him. So be disappointed if they did trade him, and I just think they play better without him sometimes. It seems like it's not like they're not missing it. It seemed like last year I think without him it was tougher for them.
They did. Well, when he broke his leg.
With the experience of Tatum and Brown, and both of them have gotten better. I think that shows that they've gotten better because last year they definitely needed him, but they didn't have him. And this year without him, they seem to be fine. So I don't know. That's just.
Don't forget. They made it all the way to the third round of the playoffs when he broke his leg without him and Irvin, and they made it that far, but they lost.
Yeah, that was the year before.
Yeah, but at least they made it that far. A team that loses, two all-star players usually struggles, but they maintained it and they made it that far. But they lost, but it was good to see them.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did get beat hard that year.
They played the Bucks, and they sweep.
Yeah, the Bucks just destroyed them, that's why the Bucks are really good still. So I think this year maybe we'll see how they do it. If they can get past Toronto, it'll be really, really exciting to see them. If they go against the Bucks, which if they make it past the Raptors, I think it's going to be the Bucks. The Bucks are just too good to not make it that far. It should be really interesting to see how the Celtics do against them. When it's they're in Orlando, there's no team is being favored as the home team. There's no crowd there to help either team, so it should be interesting to see how that works with that.
Yeah.
I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. We just want to do a quick review for this game.
Yeah.
Give our quick thoughts about it. So, if you guys like this video or you guys are fans of the Celtics or Toronto, even, tell us your thoughts down below who you think might win. Who's your favorite player during this series anyways. So that's going to wrap it up. Until next time.